Second game action between the men's team of the Scarlet Raiders hosting the Montclair University Redhawks. Test one, test one, test one, test one. Test one, testing one, testing one, testing one. On a brisk, sunny, test one, test one, test one. A brisk night in the brick city of Newark, New Jersey, inside the Golden Dome Athletic Center on the historic Rutgers University Newark campus. It's New Jersey Athletic Conference basketball action between the visiting Montclair State University Redhawks and the Rutgers Scarlet Raiders. I'm Joe Scammerdella alongside my partner in crime, John Heffernan, who is finishing up some of his pregame conferences with the head coach of the Montclair State Redhawks, who will be joining me tableside in just a few moments. We welcome you into the Golden Dome Athletic Center, and we also welcome you tableside in a few moments, as we are just moments away from New Jersey Athletic Conference basketball action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back shortly after the national anthem.
Good evening, everybody. You're looking live, Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey. Our day-night doubleheader continues as Rutgers men's basketball takes on the visiting Redhawks of Montclair State University. John Heffernan alongside Joey Scams, Joe Scammerdella. Joe, I am excited for this one. The Scarlet Raiders come in with a record of 2-5 overall, and they have got their work cut out for them. The number 12 ranked Montclair State Redhawks, undefeated this year, not only in the conference, but 6-0 overall. And they are just a very well-coached team in a sixth season by Justin Potts. And they certainly have a player. I thought we got the anthem out of the way in game one. But
that's usually how the NJAC structures it. But you know what? It happens. So I think it gives us more time to paint the picture of what the audience and fans and viewers are to expect tonight. I think that they're going to expect a very physical matchup. Like you said, it's an NJAC conference game. They're physical, they're tough, and like I said before, anybody can beat anybody. It's nobody's game until that final bell rings or that final buzzer beats. For Montclair State University, looking to stay perfect, looking for 7-0 as they are 6-0 coming into tonight. They're the top dogs in the NJAC, John. Top dogs with guys like Morales. They got Goss, Savis. They're leading charge in the NJAC. I believe that Morales is leading the NJAC in all of scoring. He has himself in the top parts of every individual category on the offensive side of the floor, in points, field goal percentage, 3 points, you name it. The guy can score. Right below him is Goss. That's going to be number 4, that's going to be number 7, Kavian Goss. He is a stud player for Montclair, so expect him to be a very big player in tonight's matchup. On the other side, Rutgers Newark haven't found a conference win yet. They're looking to get their first conference win. Coming in 2-5, just dropped the game to NJCU, which went into overtime. They were just held to 35% from the field. As we saw from the women's game, a tough feature that they are struggling with, both in men's and women's program. But other than that, I think that Newark and Montclair are two teams that have the ability to put a lot of points on the board and change a lot of things in the New Jersey Athletic Conference.
Justin Potts and Joe Loughran just have so much respect for one another. They go way back. As Justin Potts said, it's always a tough task going against Joe Loughran. But you mentioned the loss in overtime to Jersey City in Rutgers' last outing. It was a heartbreaker, Joe, as you can imagine. But the one bright spot, really, you cannot say enough about the play of Aiden Brown, the 6'3 junior, number 2 out of Paterson, New Jersey, getting a career-high 26 points in that overtime loss in Jersey City. Aiden Brown, as Joe Loughran said to me, he's a gym rat. He has worked hard spring, summer, and he has come to play in 2025, 2026. The key to Rutgers Newark is going to be Aiden Brown tonight. Can he continue this streak? If Rutgers wants any chance, they're going to have to get a strong game out of Aiden Brown.
Absolutely. Aiden Brown is number 2, right under Jacob Morales at the end, Jack, for all of scoring and his points. He's one of my players that you have to watch in this game that Rutgers really needs to do well on not just the offensive side of the floor, but the defensive side of the floor. And on top of that, Raheem Murray was already the NJAC Rookie of the Week. This kid does it all. Defense, and of course, we know his offensive prowess is here. Raheem Murray is going to be another key asset to Rutgers Newark pulling out a victory tonight.
Getting back to the leading scorer for Montclair State, Joe, you mentioned Jacob Morales averaging just under 26 points a game. And don't forget, this kid played at Rutgers, New Brunswick, Division I player who walked on up in New Brunswick, New Jersey, came to Montclair State, I should say, because he wanted to play. He loves the game, and last year leading the country in three-point shots. He is the real deal, folks, and if you've not seen Jacob Morales play, you're in for a treat tonight. I'm going to be interested to see what the matchups are, who is going to be tasked with covering number 25, Jacob Morales. Let's go to the floor now for the opening tip. Rutgers Newark against the undefeated, number 12 ranked Montclair State Redhawks. And we are underway. Montclair gains possession on the opening tip. Bringing it up the floor, it's Christian Nicholson. Nicholson gives to Sivas. Back to Nicholson. Nicholson getting jammed up, kicks it back out to Cabrian Gaz. Up and under, strong move by Christian Sivas. The 6'1 senior out of Long Valley, New Jersey, makes it 2-0, and Montclair State is on the board. Montclair State showing press early. Rutgers breaks it. It's Steven Rodriguez for the Scarlet Raiders, starting alongside Elijah Brown, Aiden Brown, Raheem Murray, and Manny Rodriguez.
I didn't realize coming into this matchup they have 3 Browns on the Rutgers roster. That's awesome. And I thought they were brothers. No relation.
Makes it a tad confusing. And just under the shot clock violation, Rutgers misses the last 2. Here comes Cabrian Gaz. Gaz now, strong bounce pass, gorgeous. Miles Primus, the 6'4 sophomore out of Mount Laurel, makes it 4-0, and Montclair is off to a hot start.
What I like about Montclair is their ability to utilize their assists. On their team stats, they have 135 assists, which is 22.5 per game. That outscores any opponent that they have faced almost double, where their opponents have scored 81 assists or 13.5 per game. That is going to be a key virtue for them in passing and utilizing everybody on the court to get points to win.
You bring up a great point, Joe. Steven Rodriguez with the fadeaway just got it off underneath the shot clock. Nearly a violation there, Joe, but it shows the strong defense being applied here by Montclair. The last 2 possessions have gone right down to the horn on the shot clock. Rodriguez, bounce pass, gorgeous. Oh, but unable to finish there was Aiden Brown. We mentioned Brown with a career-high 26 points in the loss to Jersey City. And Aiden Brown gets Rutgers on the board.
That was a great bounce pass by Raheem Murray. Right through the paint, right to the Newark leading scorer of Aiden Brown, who has an excellent offensive prowess and is showing it today.
The Mine Hill, New Jersey native Christian Nicholson makes it 6-2. Nicholson, a 5'10 freshman out of Morris Catholic. And we got a timeout called by Joe Loughran. Joe doesn't like what he's seen so far. Joey Scamardella.
Yeah, so timeout on the floor from Rutgers Newark. Just about 3 minutes played in this first quarter. Montclair up 6-2. Still very early, John. What are some of the things that you want to see from either team, perhaps Montclair in specific?
Well, I mean, you know, we talked a little bit about it just moments ago. They are deep, they are strong, they are big. Manny Rodriguez at 6'3". I'm sorry, I should say Jacob Morales at 6'4", Primus at 6'4". So the 6'7", number 5 Sering as well. Listen, height aside, Joe Loughran is a defensive-minded coach. He's very tough to play against, and a little too early here to say how this one is going to shake out, but it's Montclair 6-2. How was that for an answer, Joe?
That's excellent,
A bit of a word salad there, I would think.
I mean, that is our job, right, to provide word salad.
Just trying to see what kind of rhythm Rutgers can establish here. It's early, but we mentioned we're going to need strong performances out of Aiden Brown, who's got the basketball right now, and there's a steal from Tear. And Tear, who just got put into the ball game, the 6'2" freshman out of Schwenksville, Pennsylvania, makes it 8-2. And a press again. Oh, down hard goes Manny Rodriguez as he had his legs taken out for under him. He's slow to get up. Right in front of us here, Joe.
I felt that through the floor on my feet. That was hard on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, it vibrated. And Manny's a big guy, too.
Ooh. Well, thankfully, he doesn't seem to be shaken up at all, so that's great to see.
Aiden Brown to inbound for Rutgers. He finds Steven Rodriguez. Rodriguez being guarded by Christian Nicholson. Montclair going man defense here in the early going. And the first half here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Aiden Brown at up and under. He'll be fouled on the play. And it looks like that's going to go against number 3, number 2, Mason Tear.
PIAA, what is that? PIAA 4A state champion. Mason
in high school,
Tear.
yeah.
In high school, yeah. The MVP of that championship game comes into this game. The 108 minutes played, shooting 40% from the field. Also, just averaging just under 4 rebounds a game with 5.5 points per game. Where Aiden Brown, as we know, and any Rutgers Newark fan knows as well, he can score. He can put the ball in the bucket from the line this year, shooting just above 85%.
Ahmad Robertson into the ball game for Montclair, 6'1" junior out of Jersey City. Nicholson with the left hand drives. He's able to get past number 11 Rodriguez, but can't convert. Oh, the turnaround by Aiden Brown.
And it's still
no
possession
good
of Rutgers.
Aiden Brown just has another level, another gear.
Just his ferociousness around the basket and ability to get open in just areas with seemingly no room. And his just quickness and explosiveness on every part of the floor. It really is impressive.
Good ball movement here. Rodriguez kicks it out. The three-pointer in and out from Manny Rodriguez. So we've got Steven and Manny Rodriguez, and then we got Aiden Brown, Elijah Brown, both getting the start tonight, and Preston Brown. So if you think we're repeating ourselves or saying the wrong name, folks, two Rodriguez's and 3 Browns, as you mentioned earlier, Joe.
Oh, that's my brain's already hurting, John. A lot of names.
Montclair's last matchup, a win against William Patterson. A bit of a blowout against Willie P. as Montclair eclipsed the century mark, scoring 102 points in that one against William Patterson.
Followed up right before by a blowout win against Rowan University. Another 100-point matchup as well.
Checking in now for the Scarlet Raiders, it's number 21, Greg Jones, the 5'11 junior out of East Orange. And Joe, you see Coach Loughran going to his bench early here in this one, as we're still in the first 5 minutes here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Montclair in the away red. Strong offensive rebound there by Kevin Beck. And that shot off the mark. Beck gets another one. And he's going to be fouled on the play. Strong play by Kevin Beck, the 6'5 freshman. That's a big body right there, Joe. Out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Father Judge High School, the 215-pounder, making his presence felt in the rebounding category for sure here tonight.
Yeah, hailing from the city of brotherly love. You know they're physical there. Philly loves their Sixers. They love their physicality, so expect a lot more physicality from Mr. Beck tonight.
And a huge three from way downtown. Ryan Cassell, the 5'10 junior out of West Milford.
Saddle River Day High School.
It's Castles, I believe. Sorry about that, Joe. And Aiden Brown, that's a shot, Joe, that Aiden forced. He shot it off balance. Not really the shot you want there, as we are now 5 minutes into this one. And your best player from that far out, too. You know, got to talk a little bit about Justin Potts and the three ball from Montclair. They love to shoot the three.
What I love about Montclair right now is how tough their press defense is right now. They are showing it early and often, and they're often double-teaming the point guard, looking when they're trying to inbound the ball and move it up court. Like, as you can see right here, Ahmad Robertson is just harassing Raheem Murray.
Robertson on the other end, Joe, nearly flew through the roof of this Golden Dome. Guy has got some serious hops.
He's got bunnies.
And here he goes again, Robertson. Robertson dishes to Goss, back to Primus, and it's in for the basket. It was Miles Primus. And another timeout called by Rutgers Newark. Man, a quick start to this one, Joe, and it's been all Montclair State. They're certainly making their presence felt and off to an incredible start here at the Golden Dome.
My neck is going from left to right and hurting more and more as every minute passes, John. And I don't think that this pace is going to slow down anytime soon. As you and I both know, NJAC games are quite physical, quite fast, and more importantly, quite important.
Well, Joe Loughran wants any chance of winning this thing. It's got to slow down soon, because this is not the kind of basketball Joe likes to play. As we mentioned, defensive-minded guy, and we've seen a couple of quick timeouts, Joe, by Rutgers Newark in the first 6 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, that's another thing that head coach Justin Potts of Montclair State told me before, is that their calling card is playing with speed, with lots of speed, and with more and more speed. So speed is the name of the game for Justin Potts and the Red Hawks, as they play a lot of guys. They play a lot of guys quickly, and they look to feed the ball to their guys like Goss, Morales, etc. to develop points and get in those open areas. So a little bit different, treading in different waters for Joe Loughran as he looked to adjust in this game, but they're going to have to adjust quickly.
Into the ball game, Will Ndio for Rutgers missed on that shot. A long-range three from Castles, no good. Sivas with the rebound. Good look underneath. Jacob Morales from Cabrian Goss. Cabrian Goss, the 5'8 sophomore out of Trenton, New Jersey. Just a little guy, 5'8", 145, but he is explosive, Joe.
He's explosive on the court and also on the statistical categories. He has his name written everywhere. Usually next to Morales' name as well.
Osagi into the ball game for Rutgers Newark. Osagi. Pullback three from Murray, no good. Rebound Primus. That three, nothing but the bottom of the net from Ryan Castles, the Saddle River Day School alum. Also attended Ramapo before landing at Montclair.
Comes into tonight shooting 45% from the field and 22% from three, who just increased his field goal percentage as we have a timeout on the floor.
Joe, 7 minutes have gone by on this one. This is the third timeout called by Joe Loughran. They scored a grand total of 3 points. And, you know, you want to look at the one tough loss this year that Joe suffered that they'd like to have back was the 95-71 loss to Albertus Magnus back on November 25th.
Yep.
They bounced back with that win against Maritime, 65-63, and the OT loss against Jersey City. But Joe doesn't mince words. He said Magnus kicked our butts, and he said if we don't get off to a good start here tonight, the same could happen here with the number 12 ranked team in the country. And Montclair, man, undefeated, Joe. They've got the goods, and they're running roughshod over Joe Loughran and the Scarlet Raiders right now.
It's a different dynamic of basketball that they play. They play with speed, they play with physicality, and a team like Joe Loughran, as defensive-minded as they are, they're kind of slower. They like to slow things down, create plays, use different rotations. They have a different rhyme and reason to their squad, and I think that's what's causing them a little bit of disruption. It's kind of seeming to overwhelm them, where they just feel overwhelmed and they can't slow down. And you're seeing shots like Raheem Murray and Aiden Brown taking it into the corner where they're rushing shots, and it's causing them a little bit of chaos. So that's one of the things that they're going to have to figure out as this game gets later.
Well, Rutgers, after yet another timeout, back on the floor, off the glass with the right hand. Offensive rebound putback is good by Osa Osegi. And an offensive foul called against number 7, Cabrian Goss. That'll be his first. Rutgers maybe finally getting a little bit of a break. They got a basket. Foul called against Montclair. Rutgers inbounds. It's number 11 for the Scarlet Raiders, Rodriguez, being guarded by Goss. Goss v. Rodriguez. Good look underneath. The no look. I think that was intended for Elijah Brown, but Brown didn't see it.
Goss might be a small guy, but man, is he a defensive weapon.
He's fast, too.
That guy covers white like white on rice, man.
Christian Nicholson gets fouled going to the hole. And I think, I wanted to give a shout out, Joe. We've got a couple of Rutgers dignitaries in the house tonight.
Look at
I
you.
believe Corliss Thomas is here, the Chancellor of Rutgers, and Dr. Tanya Jacobson Smith, the new Chancellor for Rutgers Newark, and a big sports fan in her own right.
Excellent.
I'm trying to maybe get one or two or both of them on, maybe at halftime.
That would be excellent.
Talk a little Rutgers sports and a little Rutgers academics.
It's a great thing when you have a chancellor, or newly appointed chancellor in that case, who comes out to support the student activities.
Huge,
it's
huge. Those things make a big difference.
Of course they do. It shows how much they care, not only about their job, but about.
They don't have to be here.
No,
but,
they don't have to.
But they are, and I think that says a lot about it, what you just brought up.
And about their commitment too, which I love as a student athlete too.
Rutgers now controls. They give to Murray. Murray puts on the brakes, kicks it out to Aiden Brown. Murray again being guarded by number 7, Goss. That shot off the front of the rim falls short. Rebound from Beck. Nicholson now with the left hand on the far side. Moving now right to left. Nicholson has that popped away by Osa Osage.
Montclair is not letting Newark anywhere near that paint. They can't even sniff it. No easy buckets coming from Montclair tonight.
Leading scorers for Montclair, we mentioned Jacob Morales, along with Goss, who's averaging just over 13 points a game. And Goss with the gorgeous Allen Iverson-esque crossover. Just a beautiful shot by Goss. Sneaking behind everybody there for Rutgers was Willendio for the basket. Sivas goes baseline, gives to Beckett. It's rejected by Elijah Brown.
Wow. Out my kitchen, says Elijah Brown. That was mean and pristine, John.
With authority. Checking in, Castles back for Montclair, along with Ahmad Robertson. Montclair inbound to Nicholson. Nicholson with the left hand through the legs. Spins, dishes. No basket. The foul called against Rutgers as Robertson got clanked. And that's Osage's first personal. Nearly stolen by Osa.
Great play right there by number 3 on Montclair. Ahmad Robertson was jumping up to save the ball, had no options, no outlets. Throws it right off of Rutgers number 12, Osage. Very smart basketball IQ right there to keep the possession going with just about 10 minutes left to go in this first half.
16-point lead. Wow. For Montclair.
To be fair, John, we were warned in the women's game. They play fast and they play offensive basketball.
Nicholson gives to Castles, who's off the mark from 3. And last touched by Montclair. Aiden Brown will inbound the ball. You know, Joe, we talked about Rutgers needing to slow things down. And they're going to have to do just that to keep this thing within reach. It's just been a firestorm here of Red Hawk basketball. And a turnover on the fast break. Nicholson has it swatted away. And last touch by Montclair. The Rutgers will get it back.
The structure of the Scarlet Raider offense seems to be just a bit inconsistent when getting over the midcourt line. And you can tell that by the amount of takeaways Montclair has already had early in this first half.
A turnaround by Rodriguez. Count the basket. Manny Rodriguez, the freshman out of Hillsborough, with a three-point play opportunity. As Rutgers begins to chip away here, Joe.
And that's what you need to do. Get fouls, draw them in, go up for shots, and get your shots at the free throw line. If you can't beat them from shots in the field, get to the stripe and get your shots. But to that point, you need to be able to sink the shots from the line.
And Rodriguez misses there, 23-9. Montclair with the lead as Goss off the screen from 3. It's no good. Rebound Brown. Brown gives to Murray. Murray being guarded by Robertson. Interesting matchup there. Two of the best from either team going mano-a-mano. Another screen there set beautifully by Rutgers. Going baseline is Brown, but he's turned away. Now across the court to Murray for 3. Raheem Murray makes it 23-12.
And an excellent play by Murray as he changes possession, John. That is what Rutgers is looking for.
Rutgers, after a slow start, Joe, seem to have finally woken up in this one.
All it takes is one nice basket, John. When the tough get going,
the going get tough. And again, showing pressure here is Castles from Montclair. Looks like it could have been a foul against Morales, but nothing called. But it will remain Rutgers' ball. Under 10 to go, 9-16, 23-12. Montclair with a lead. Nice pass. Murray slows it down. Murray going left to right. Pulling it back, being guarded by Castles. Murray uses the screen. Murray looks, needs some help, finds it in Eden Brown, back to Murray. Murray now goes baseline, he's turned away. The fadeaway rainbow shot way off the mark as the shot clock expires. Up ahead to Castles with the bounce pass. And the foul is going to be called on Elijah Brown, but his hands were straight up, Joe.
It's called for the charge.
You know,
Or, no, excuse me, the block. My apologies, the block.
You look back at the history between these two teams, Joe. A big rivalry. This is actually the 119th time these two teams have gotten together. Montclair leads the overall series 73-45 and has won 9 of the last 11 versus Rutgers Newark.
That says something about you want to talk about having someone's number. That's Exhibit A right there, John.
And last year, it was a 70-57 win for the Redhawks.
Well, I'll tell you what. Montclair leading 24-12 with just under 9 minutes left to play. It could very well be a case of that if something doesn't start to change momentum-wise in favor of Newark.
Murray with the ball being guarded by Goss. Murray loses Goss and gets it up ahead. Rodriguez from underneath kicks it out. Good ball movement here by Rutgers. Huge three-pointer for Murray. And the freshman continues to impress here in the first half.
What excellent ball movement as they transcend. Murray up again. It's good.
Murray on fire after the turnover. Rutgers capitalizes. Here comes Goss. Goss all alone. Around the arc goes Montclair. Driving to the hole. Fouled on the play is Seavis. Christian Seavis going strong to the basket as he got fouled by Osage. As Joe Loughran's going to go to his bench.
I think Newark has swung the momentum in their way with kudos to Raheem Murray in that nice basket and transition into that fast break.
A couple of players now coming in for Rutgers, including Zakai Sylvester and Steven Rodriguez. Zakai Sylvester, 6'2 freshman out of Passaic. Making the second one there is Seavis. You know, Joe, can't underscore enough this young Rutgers team. As Joe Loughran told me, we're going to take our lumps this season, but we're going to get better, and I believe him. 7 freshmen on this Scarlet Raiders team, Joe. They're really still trying to find their identity as a team with a mix of some old and some new.
And listen, you have a lot of experience on this team, but then you have a lot of young guys like Raheem Murray who are really setting the pace for Rutgers this season on both sides of the floor. So with guys like him and that stature for Raheem Murray to lead the way, Newark is in good hands.
Rodriguez. Elijah Brown now. Aiden Brown is off the mark, and Aiden off to a bit of a slow start here tonight. Nearly goaltending, but what a block by Elijah Brown. That three-pointer no good. Good hustle by Seavis. I'm sorry, that was Mason Tayer, 6'2 freshman out of Schwenksville.
Elijah Brown using that 6'4" frame to get up and block that shot. Nearly goaltending, like you said, John. But I love that play and aggression from Elijah Brown.
And coughing it up there was Manny Rodriguez for Rutgers. Another turnover for the Scarlet Raiders. Goss now. What's happening now? Away from the ball, we got a whistle. And the foul is going to be called against Rutgers' Steven Rodriguez.
And speaking of turnovers, John, that's one thing I wanted to point out is that Rutgers coming into tonight averages 17.7 turnovers per game for 124 on the year. whereas their opponents are only 15.6 per game for 109 on the year. So one of the things that Rutgers needs to improve on when they are looking to transition into offense to defense and vice versa. So definitely something to keep an eye on as this game gets older.
Morales getting set for his second free throw. So, a bit of a surprising start to this one, Joe. We've seen quite a very sporadic fits and starts, a bunch of turnovers. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well. Rutgers is 7 of 21 from the field. 9 of 19 for Montclair, although they're shooting 47% to 33 for Rutgers. Montclair has hit 3 threes to 2 threes for Newark.
Which isn't like Montclair, although coming into tonight they were shooting just under 51% from the field, outscoring their opponents 91, almost 92 points per game on average, in comparison to 75.5 for their opponents.
Up ahead, again, the ball coming loose. Into the ball game for Rutgers Newark. Sylvester tries to fight through the screen. And he gets a little help from his teammate Elijah Brown, but Brown, a little late to the party, is going to get called for the foul. But good screens being set by both teams. Here in this first half with 7:03 remaining, it's Montclair 27, Rutgers 17, as Nicholson is on the line for the Redhawks.
The 5'10 freshman out of Mine Hill, New Jersey. Morris Catholic High School prodigy. 3-time All-Conference, the business major in college. Two-time first team All-County. Coming to the line, he's shooting 50% even on the year from that stripe. And just under 44% from the field.
I think it's crazy to know that Morales led the country in threes last year. That's crazy.
It's insanity. But that just shows you how talented he is. And he leads the NJAC in scoring.
And beautiful shot by Aiden Brown. It's a good sign, Joe, to see number 2 for Rutgers get going.
And speaking of Morales, one more note is that he's 7th in field goal percentage also, number 11th in boards per game, and he's number 4 in regards to assists. So you want to talk about someone special. Jacob Morales is your guy.
Morales from the paint, no good on that last offering. Morales with 4 points tonight. Joe, 8 different Red Hawk players in the scoring column tonight for Montclair. Leading the way with 6 points apiece for Castles and Nicholson.
There's a reason why they're a top 20 team in the country, and scoring is just one of the components of why they're so successful.
Rutgers Newark slowing it down. Raheem Murray, nice screen. Murray gets double teamed and absolutely hammered, Joe, as he'll go to the line on the shooting foul.
You weren't kidding when you said he's got bunnies. I mean, he almost went through the roof trying to get to the bucket.
Murray, 8 points, leading all Rutgers scorers so far.
Has a history of scoring in his high school days, scoring 1,000 points at Pioneer Academy High School. Was the NJAC Rookie of the Year earlier this year. NJAC
Rookie of the Week,
NJAC
yeah.
Rookie of the Week, my apologies.
Huge honor.
Which is not an easy honor to come by in this conference with how competitive it is.
With as deep a team as Justin Potts has, Joe, started 2 freshmen tonight, or 1, I should say, Christian Nicholson. And that's good. So we've got a lot of youngsters that are seeing the floor tonight, which is good to see. Seavis, speaking of C, looks to go 20-20. Finds Nicholson, back to Nicholson. Nicholson being guarded by Aiden Brown. Look at that matchup there, Joe.
Playing strong defense against Nicholson.
God, man, Rutgers work so hard, Joe, on defense. The putback is no good. I mean, they're relentless. I've never seen a Joe Loughran team that doesn't work hard. They don't take a minute off. I mean, they all buy in because he's earned it. He is so respected in this league, Joe Loughran. He's been around for 20 plus years, Joe.
And you have to be. That sequence right there was exactly the reason why he's 342 and 289 in his career at Rutgers Newark. He is well above 500. And defense is what wins you championships, John. And that sequence right before.
Oh, Joe, you couldn't have put it any better there, Joe. That was Rodriguez for Rutgers. Quick transition as Seavis says, I'll up you, Rodriguez, and take one of my own. 5 minutes to go. It's 31-23. Rutgers has come storming back in the last 10 minutes to make this a ball game. It's Manny Rodriguez now, 1v1 against Seavis. Rodriguez gives to the all-everything Aiden Brown, a career-high 26 points against Jersey City. The pullback, long-range three off the mark. Rebound by Beck. Up ahead now to Seavis. Seavis on the right side goes through the legs. Spin move, baseline. Seavis up and in. All-world move from Christian Seavis. The senior out of Long Valley, New Jersey, gives Montclair the 10-point lead.
Christian excellence.
My gosh. I mean, he just willed that into the hoop, Joe.
I mean, that was poetry in the making, John.
Knocked away. Seavis again. Castles. It looks like Castles stepped on the line. Unselfish play by Seavis, but it's going to result in a turnover as there's multiple substitutions for head coach Justin Potts, including number 7, Cabrian Goss, back in the ball game.
That's what we're seeing, what Justin Potts said to us before. He uses a lot of his guys, almost all of his bench perhaps, in the games such as the NJAC game.
Rodriguez nearly turns it over. Excellent passing from Rutgers will stay the same way as number 25 Morales returns for Montclair. In addition to number 21 for Rutgers Newark, we're going to see Greg Jones, the 5'11 junior.
And, you know, I love to see Greg Jones, too. He's got a great resume in basketball. And funny thing is, he loves the movie Jurassic World, but he plays
Jurassic World. He plays like a T-Rex.
Plays like a T-Rex. He uses all of that 5'11 frame on every end of the floor, and I love it.
Smooth basket there by Sylvester. Beautiful job by Zakai Sylvester, who's all pumped up. Goss v. Celeste. Sylvester, a bit of a mismatch there, and Goss was exposed on the excellent defense by Sylvester. Back comes Rutgers and Jones. Jones from the free throw line had an open look, decides to give it up. Osage, good look inside, double teamed, was number 15 in Dio. Tier over to Castles. Morales bounce pass to Goss. Goss kicks it out to Castles. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Morales, look at the battle of bodies there. And winning the job defensively with a beautiful coverage was Will Indio against Morales.
You can't say it enough. This Joe Loughran defense is relentless. They do not give up until the final buzzer beats.
It's an 8-point lead for Montclair State and a timeout from Justin Potts. Folks, we're going to take a breather and take a quick break. We'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders basketball. John Heffernan along Joe Scamardella. 2:32 to go. Woo! 33-25. Scarlet Raiders on the comeback path. I like it, Joe.
They're on the come up, John. They have got the momentum so far, but don't go anywhere yet. More NJAC basketball action when we come back.
Nice work. Back live here at the Golden Dome, 2:32 remaining in this opening half. An 8-point lead for Montclair State. Montclair with the basketball. Castles now gives to Goss. Morales back to Castles, and the streaky Castles gets hammered in the paint. It'll be so Indio picks up his second personal. It'll be Castles on the line for Montclair. Is it Cassell?
Yeah, you were right, John. It's Castles.
It is Castles. And that's, I want to give a shout out to Sean Rossi, the assistant associate head coach for Montclair State, for the assist on the Castles pronunciation. Assistant coaches Will Bishop, Kieran Flanagan, Matt Milan, and Chris Bergstall round out the coaching crew for Montclair. And on the miss, offensive rebound, and that's a big body. And Morales coming down with the rebound, but Rutgers gets it back immediately. And a shout out to Kurt Villani, Derek Alexander, Fatine Belfield, Tyler Ofrey, Tyrone Bowens, and Alex Douglas assisting Joe Loughran this season. And a foul going to go against Montclair. It's going to be number 11, Primus, with the foul.
Beautiful block, however, it was a block. Or excuse me. Beautiful block, however, it was a foul, as it will send number 32 of Rutgers Newark to the line. That is Zakai Sylvester, the freshman out of Passaic, New Jersey. Paramus Catholic High School graduate. Another 1,000-point scorer and principals list at Paramus Catholic High School for Zakai Sylvester. It goes to show just how many student athletes there are on this Scarlet Raiders squad, John. And that it goes to show the reputation that Rutgers continues to repute around the world is how well their academics are here and how much a degree from this university means.
Returning for Rutgers, Manny Rodriguez, along with number 2, Aiden Brown. For Montclair, it's Christian Nicholson back in the ball game. Look at Nicholson v. Brown. Jump ball. Great defense there by Aiden Brown. And the possession arrow is going to favor Rutgers Newark. And Joe, just a great example of how much pride Aiden Brown takes in his defense. We talk about the points, we talk about the scoring ability, but we talk about the buy-in. And Aiden Brown has been relentless on both sides of the court here tonight.
And he's the one that is the heartbeat of this Scarlet Raiders squad so far, at least this season in this case. Doing it on the defensive side of the floor, as we've seen just now, and on the offensive side, where he could put the ball in the bucket from any point on the floor. That's what you need in a guy like Aiden Brown to lead a team that needs a leader like the Scarlet Raiders.
Nicholson v. Brown, this all-world matchup continues. Morales now. Morales, excellent help there by Aiden Brown, but Nicholson says it don't matter. I'll go on the outside and drill the jumper, and he did just that.
The nickel for 2 pennies.
Now the lead now 10, Joe, with 1:24 remaining in this half. Joe, you know, if Rutgers can keep it close, though, that's all they can do. I mean, Joe, this is David and Goliath right now. I can't underscore this enough. Montclair is ranked 12th in the country with one of the best players in the country who was playing for Steve Peichel just a year ago. And now he's starring for Montclair, playing Division III, led the country in threes. And Rutgers is down 10. They could do this.
There's another possession turned over to Rutgers, and like you said, John, it is David and Goliath. Montclair, this seemingly beast that can't be chopped down, undefeated. They've got everything to lose, where Rutgers is looking for that spark. And I think that if they can find a way to continue this momentum into the next half and later on in this game, they are going to find themselves not only that spark to get their season going at the right time, but they are going to find themselves in a much better spot than they were a couple games ago.
Had their hearts ripped out the other night in overtime. I mean, ripped out in that loss. That was a game they should have won. And look at the quick basket on the transition there from Kevin Beck. Man, he is good.
In an overtime game, which many writers said that Rutgers should have won, the players played with a chip on their shoulder, and you should. You should play with a chip on your shoulder every single game, especially in the NJAC, because those games mean so much more and are just so much more competitive than other conferences out there.
Beck with the foul, and it's now a 12-point lead that Rutgers is going to get a chance at making a free throw here to continue to chip away, Joe. As I said, keep it close. Got a couple of key stops, a couple of big baskets, and we got a brand new ball game.
That's it. It only takes a couple. It only takes a few. A couple baskets here, a couple turnovers there, and all of a sudden you could be tied, or you're realistically just back in this game.
You know, gotta make those though, Joe. Gotta make those. So Sage misses the second.
Those have to be automatic, and especially when you're playing a team like Montclair, who makes very few mistakes and will not let you breathe in the offensive side of the floor.
Goss being guarded by Brown. 1 second between the shot and game clock. Shot clock down to 6. Goss has got to do something here. What's the call? It's going to go against Rutgers. Number 22. Or number 2. Oh, so Aiden Brown gets his first personal. Rutgers is over the limit. 10 team fouls will give Goss 2 shots for Montclair.
An excellent free throw shooter. Actually leads the NJAC in free throw percentage, Sean, this season. 92.3% at the stripe.
No way.
Yeah.
Invaluable.
There's a reason why he was the 2024-25 NJAC Rookie of the Year at a Roman Catholic high school. That last year, he shot 72 from the field, but right now is shooting well above 90%.
I mean, huge statistic, Joe, from Goss. And that touchdown pass goes out of bounds, and another unfortunate turnover, Joe. It'll be Montclair basketball with 3.7 to go. They lead by 13. From the side, that shot's no good. And Joe, at the end of the half, it's 40-27. Okay, hi everybody. 40-27, Rutgers trails Montclair State. Let's just quickly run over some of these numbers, Joe. Leading the way for the Scarlet Raiders, Raheem Murray with 10 points. And followed by Eden Brown with 5 points, 4 points for Rodriguez, 3 points for Osage Sylvester. And for Montclair, Joe, as we mentioned, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 players have scored for the Redhawks in this one. Leading all scorers with 8 points is Nicholson. It's a bit of a surprise there. 7 for Sevis. And like 4 points apiece, Primus and Morales. So Morales has really been shut down. Castle's also in the lead with 7. But, you know, Joe Loughran and co have done a great job on Morales. But Redhawks are proving they're not a one-trick pony. If Morales gets shut down, they've got a lot of options.
It's like you said before in your point with the women's broadcast. Sometimes it's just the case of having more horses in the stable. They've got 9 guys. They've got a deep bench that any guy could put a ball in a bucket. Anybody can draw a foul. Anybody can do this. That's what makes Montclair so great and why they're ranked in the top 20 in this country for Division III basketball. So for me, if you're Rutgers Newark, you've got to find a way not only to slow things down, but to execute on your free throws, to get open in the offensive side of the floor, because let's face it, Montclair's not letting them breathe. Their press defense has been apparent the entire first half. And when you can't breathe, it makes them uncomfortable. And for a guy like Joe Loughran, who's focused more solely on defense and likes a slower paced offense where you can execute certain plays, it throws a wrench in your plans.
Well, let's be honest. Eden Brown's going to have to pick things up if Rutgers wants any shot at winning. 5 first-half points. He's played well. We've talked about defensively how effective he's been. But he's the straw that stirs the drink offensively, especially in the last couple of games. A career-high 26 points in that loss against Jersey City, which I've mentioned a couple of times already tonight. But that's one thing that's going to have to change. A slow start for Rutgers Newark. Give them credit for coming back. They now trail by 13. Listen, it's doable. We just talked about it earlier. You get a couple of key stops. Maybe we got to start putting up a few more threes as well. Joe, what are your thoughts on the 3 ball from Rutgers Newark? We have not seen a lot of that here tonight.
Raheem Murray hit a pair, if I'm not mistaken, but it's been spotty. It just hasn't been consistent. There's a lot of shots from beyond that I'm seeing that are not the ideal shot or three-point shot you want to take. There's other avenues that are open from other guys in other parts of the floor where they have more of an open lane. They might have gotten a guy that they were being guarded against. They might have gotten open a little bit quicker. Someone might have missed their assignment. But their shot selection needs to be a little bit better in taking shots beyond the arc. Not even sinking them, just taking better shots from different parts of the floor.
Better shot selection.
You can't force it. If you force it like we saw before in the women's game, it's just going to cause you more turnovers, and it's not going to work.
Rebounds, Montclair out-rebounding Rutgers Newark 22-16 overall. We talked about the 3. Listen, that hasn't really been that big a factor other than they're both not shooting particularly well from beyond the arc. Montclair 3 of 12, Rutgers 2 of 9. Rutgers is shooting 35% from the field to the 43% for Montclair State. Again, Morales kind of shut down. Big storyline in that first half. Aiden Brown subsequently also hasn't shown his best stuff tonight. So 2 things to look for in that second half. And I think if you're Joe Loughran, slow it down, keep playing that stingy defense, and just change the momentum a little bit.
Yes, you got to have momentum on your side because it's a cruel mistress. It can turn on you at a moment's notice in the dime. So if you can find a way to get that momentum on your side, you're going to have a really good chance of upsetting a top 20 team in the country.
All right, I'm going to go do my best, Joe, on trying to recruit a couple of bigwigs, dignitaries in the crowd tonight. Dr. Tanya Jacobson-Smith and Corliss Thomas. I think they're here somewhere. If we can't find them, well, we got all season to talk to them, but why not tonight? You know, let's strike while the iron's hot, I say.
Well, I mean, you're a handsome guy. I have no problem.
Did I get a compliment tonight? I'm like,
of
I mean,
course.
you know, I'll take it.
Of
Joey
course.
Scams, Johnny Heff. 10 minutes to go before the start of this second half. It's Montclair with a 40-27 lead. It's been a good one, though, on our NJAC Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. Our live coverage on Raider Vision for Rutgers Newark men's basketball will continue after this.
Second half action in the Golden Dome Athletic Complex at the historic Rutgers University Newark campus is underway just a few minutes away, or excuse me, a few seconds away. I'm Joe Scamardella alongside my partner in crime, John Heffernan, who is joining me just a few moments as he returns from the restroom. But if you're just joining us, welcome to Raider Vision and the second half action between the visiting Montclair State University Redhawks and the hosting Rutgers University Newark Scarlet Raiders. There he is. There's my partner. Just had to use the restroom and speak to the Rutgers Newark Chancellor. Hold on. Wait, there you go.
Corliss Thomas, I had to put a little FaceTime with the bigwigs.
Listen, I mean,
up in the VIP seats.
Oh, that's where they are.
Yeah.
So that's where they're getting all the caviar and the...
That's right. We're back live here at the start of the second half underway. And, Joe, I can't underscore enough the importance of a strong start here for Rutgers Newark. Today trail by 13 and a quick turnover as Montclair coughs it up. Aiden Brown goes to the hole. It'll stay the same way. Last touch by Montclair State. But, all kidding aside, Corliss Thomas does so much for Rutgers Newark. And we mentioned it earlier. So great to have her in the stands here tonight, the Chancellor here at Rutgers.
It's amazing because it shows just how committed she is, not only to her job, but to the community and students and student athletes here at Rutgers Newark. That is something you want to see from a chancellor's point of view, that they want to be surrounded and see everything that this campus has to offer. So I'm very excited that she's witnessing a very good basketball game on a Saturday night where she could be anywhere in the state or in the world, but she chose to be here.
Aiden Brown rimmed that one out, Joe. And Corliss, she did say she'd come on this year, so I'm very excited. Tonight on short notice, not really the right time.
No, of course not. No
but
worries.
It's terrific to have Corliss here in the building tonight as number 4, Nicholson, on the line for the Redhawks.
Nicholson, one of the best free throw shooters alongside Goss, who has ridiculous numbers from the stripe, but shooting just under 44% from the line is Nicholson, the 5'10 freshman out of Mine Hill, New Jersey. I've never heard of that town before. I mean, I'm discovering New Jersey towns every day, John.
What's that U2 song, Joe? The Red Hill mining town, or...
I'm not too familiar.
Come on, man. It's one of my favorite U2 songs.
All I know is one day when I was younger, their entire discography happened to be on my Apple Music, and I don't know why.
Coughing it up there was number 11, Steven Rodriguez, and a foul. Rodriguez, after turning it over, will get called for the foul. Now a 14-point lead in this opening minute of the second half. Oh, my gosh. Rodriguez now with 4 fouls.
And it's only the beginning of the second half, so that's something you want to monitor if you're Joe Lockwood. And he's one of your best defenders, too. So you definitely want to keep that on the back burner. More or less on the front burner, since he's just 1 foul away from being exiled from this game.
Now a 15-point lead.
He's third on the team in steals with 7 on the year, second with assists with 16, and he's third in minutes, averaging 21.7 coming into tonight.
Joe, I'd say probably one of the more crucial points of this ball game is right now Rutgers has got to start scoring, and they do just that. Beautiful shot by Raheem Murray.
And he's the one who's kick-starting the scoring. I love that about him. He's the tone setter for this Scarlet Raider squad.
And Rutgers has to be able to shut down Nicholson, in addition to number 7, Goss, who does what Goss does, or the mid-range jumper to make it 45-29.
Goss to do what he's got to do.
Here comes Rutgers. They get past the break. Murray, beautiful pass. The reverse is up and in. Elijah Brown, 2 quick baskets for Rutgers, and they have responded, as does number 1, Sivas. Sneaking behind everybody is Aiden Brown. 3 baskets in a row. Brown with the block, the turnover, the steal, and he's fouled. Aiden Brown has been a monster here in these last
Aiden Brown,
few
Preston
possessions.
Brown, Elijah Brown, Charlie Brown. Rutgers in 3.
No missing the football there.
Had to steal that line from Shannon Sharp. Big fan of him, of course.
Shannon Sharp, he's got that podcast that does very well. Although I think he was let go by ESPN.
He was due to a, I'm not sure if it was a domestic violence. I don't think it was that. I think it was a...
I think that didn't help.
Yeah.
I think his contract might have been coming up, but there was some I don't know, something about, something along those lines.
Yep.
48-33.
As we have the officials discussing one or two things over upon the last play. No timeouts were called on the floor, but we are in an official review at the time being.
Gary Patterson, along with KJ Martirall and Brian Gogarty. We'll take a look at that last play, as both teams have now huddled up. Joe, take advantage of this official timeout on the floor.
But I think that's a good thing, because those past 2 minutes were chaos. Basket, bucket, drain after drain, uncontested 3, quick layup, fast break. You name it, we got it.
It's still a 15-point lead despite those 3 quick baskets in a row by Rutgers. Looking to make it 4 in a row here after that Aiden Brown steal. Raheem Murray now up top. Murray pulls back. Murray with the left hand going right to left. Gives to Aiden Brown. Aiden Brown being guarded by Sivas. And a turnover and a foul. The foul's going to be on Osage.
That foul's on number 12, Osage. That's his third.
3 fouls now on Osa. Another turnover by Rutgers. Not good. Sivas now gives to Morales. And Morales throws it away. Man, Morales has not been the Morales we expected tonight, Joe.
I expected him to be leading the scoring or the assists, the rebounds, but not a particularly massive role or big role as he's had in past games this season.
Unthinkable that he's only got 4 points in this ball game. Leading this team with over 26 points a game, Joe.
Leading the country, or excuse me, leading the NJAC, John, in points per game.
Yeah.
That's not something you expect of a guy who only has 4 points in a little over half and a little over 23 minutes of play in an NJAC game, no less.
Zakai Sylvester now playing for Rutgers. And Montclair will inbound the ball.
The cheerleaders are getting in on it too. Hooting
Always,
and hollering at the inbounder for Montclair. I like it.
always good to see the Scarlet Raiders cheerleaders. Morales using his body beautifully there for the basket. And Aiden Brown answers quickly for Rutgers.
Hail Mary style of offense for Joe Loughran here.
Joe, Rutgers has got to get a stop, though.
Yes.
Now would be a good time for that.
It seems as if their offense has got going, their defense has shut down.
Will they get the stop here, Joe? An opportunity to start to chip away at this 15-point Montclair lead. We've got 3 different
Turn to the game, Kevin Brick.
Redhawks returning. Castles along with Tear and number 20, Kevin Beck.
Another Hail Mary.
Oh, beautiful job there. Elijah Brown puts it home. And the lead now 13 for Montclair.
Rutgers slowly chipping away, coming back. They're crawling back, John. Don't count them out yet.
Just a swarming defense shown by Rutgers and a solid move by Tier, but it won't go. Here come the Scarlet Raiders. They get another stop, Joe. Murray to Brown. 3-pointer off the mark.
Needed that bucket there. Really
Brown
needed
can't
that.
convert. A wide open 3. Castles nails it.
Castles is not going to be missing those uncontested threes. He's shooting 45% from downtown. He's not a guy to count for missing many threes.
And a timeout called by Joe Loughran. Just want to keep it here, Joe, for just 1 second. As we take a look at the basketball standings in the New Jersey Athletic Conference.
Speaking of standings, before you get to that, John, UGA Bulldogs, champions of the SEC once again.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Once again, Dogs on top, roll over the Tide of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, in a dominating fashion, 28-7 win.
Wow.
As they will be highly sought after in the later games of the NCAA football.
Yeah, so just, Joe, during this timeout real quick, Kane undefeated in the New Jersey Athletic Conference at 3-0, 5-2 overall. Jersey City 3-0. That's surprising right there. Montclair State 2-0, 6-0 on the season. Stockton 2-1, Camden 1-1. College of New Jersey 1-2, Ramapo 1-2, Newark 0-1. Just the second conference game of the season. William Patterson and Rowan still looking for their first conference wins.
Camden 6-2 on the year. I did not expect that. Both of my years at Rutgers Camden playing both baseball and ice hockey, which was in 22-23 and 24-25. The basketball team was struggling to get a win, whereas Newark was the better Scarlet.
The play continues as Rutgers inbounds the ball. Murray, Goss, 1v1. Look at that matchup there.
I love his defense. I love it. Small, but he doesn't overstep. He doesn't get fooled. He's just in your face.
Could you imagine playing against that guy?
I mean, I'm the same size as him, but I definitely
5'8".
Man,
It's just,
I'm definitely not as athletic as that guy. But just an annoying fly in your face kind of guy. And that's the defense that usually is most effective. Height isn't everything, John. Yeah.
Shot clock down to 5. Long range 3 from Murray. It's off the mark. Rebound Tear. Up ahead to Goss. Goss now. Good pass inside the no-look to Morales. And Goss just gets stronger as this game goes on. Aiden Brown scrambling for the loose ball, and a foul going to be called against Montclair. That's three personal fouls. Now, hey, taking a look at the national rankings in Division III, we got Trinity, Connecticut at number 1 in the country. Randolph-Macon, University of Wisconsin Lacrosse, Washington University. As Murray goes glass and in. Big basket from Raheem Murray. Montclair State, number 12 in the country, as we mentioned many times tonight. And Morales is starting to light up, Joe. He just gets another big basket there.
Yep. And once he starts scoring, he doesn't stop, John. Do not expect him to take it lightly as he has a turnover now in transition in the paint. 1, 2, and taken away by Rutgers. Beautiful block by Elijah Brown again as the foul is called on Montclair State.
Joe,
Excuse me, that's going to be on number 0, Ryan Castles of Montclair.
18-point lead for Montclair. Surprised to see the College of New Jersey ranked number 19 in the country, 5-1 overall.
Interesting.
They're putting together a darn
Drew
good
University,
season.
hey, and next door neighbors to FDU, not too far from here. It's number 20. Hood College, I was also on a visit there my senior year of high school down in Maryland.
Tufts in Somerville, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston at 24 in the country.
Boston. My New Jersey Devils are up there playing the Bruins.
Ooh, really?
Up in the TD Bank.
I'm a Charlie Coyle fan.
Ugh. How could you? Not only
Well, you know, he's you know who his father-in-law is?
Let me guess.
How about a
Your
good
uncle.
trivia question? No, so Charlie Coyle's father-in-law is the head coach of the New York Rangers. Three-pointer from Castles, and Joe, with 14 minutes to go, Montclair's kind of blowing the doors wide open here.
And now they have their largest lead of the night, 20 points exactly.
And Montclair has not trailed once in this game. They held the lead from the opening tip. And the floater from Brown, what a beautiful shot that was.
But what I like to see is how fast Rutgers gets back, and they set up a Hail Mary pass for an easy 2. But Montclair does that as well. They're slowing down a little bit, but these past couple sequences, Montclair has also been doing the same thing. Getting back on offense, getting the ball, inbounding it quickly, and getting it right down the floor into the offensive side.
Murray forced an off-balance shot there, but credit number 15 for the Scarlet Raiders and Dio. Dio's a strong guy. He's a bull, man. Big offensive rebound there. Translates into the foul from Montclair.
He's a big dude.
Bruiser.
Definitely ate his Wheaties growing up.
A lot of strength shown on that offensive rebound by Indio.
Yeah, 6'4" sophomore from Lodi, New Jersey, out of Lodi High School.
Lodi, come
Is
on,
it- is
man.
it-
You're
is
the
it
Jersey
Lodi?
guy.
Oh,
I'm not in the business of correcting anyone with the mistakes I make. But,
Lodi.
Lodi.
Well,
There you
New
go.
Jersey is.
That's
you
a
know,
big place, man.
It is. They're
mean,
New Jersey's known for making crazy town names. You got Parsippany, Manalapan, Manasquan, Manaloking. You know, you got all these crazy names.
Away from the basket. Number 12 called for the foul. That's Osage.
Conchahakan, Conchanka.
Yeah.
I don't know, John. I don't know. Secaucus.
That's it. The Primus now gives to Nicholson. Nicholson with the left hand. Looks inside. And what a beautiful pass from Nicholson to Andrew Martin, the 6'5" sophomore out of Stewartsville, New Jersey, with the basket. A 20-point lead for Montclair. Murray gives to Aiden Brown. Sage. Murray. Shot clock running down. Murray with the fadeaway at the buzzer. No good. Sevis gets clipped by Murray. And he might have caught something up top in the facial area. Unintentional, as Murray does a sportsmanlike thing and helps up number 1, Christian Sevis.
Love to see that from Raheem Murray. Great sportsmanship.
Christian having some trouble Sevising Anything.
Team is up.
But no, I shouldn't joke. Eyes are a very vulnerable area. When you ever get poked in the eye, it's something you don't forget very quickly.
I should agree with you.
Especially in the fight game, you know, MMA, you got those small gloves. A lot of guys getting poked in the UFC and even in boxing too.
I couldn't agree more.
Jacob Morales enters the ring.
Sorry, I'm raised by a family who makes dad jokes at least 20 times.
Oh, wait, what? I missed that one. I went over my
Oh.
What happened? What
To
happened?
the audience listening, I really hope you got that joke. I tried to enunciate the I
And
in, the past 2 jokes I made. They were dad jokes, but,
wait, what were they?
You were talking about the eyes being sensitive, so I said I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh, I got you. Good turnaround there. Aiden Brown finds Osage.
Like Jeff Dunham, right over the head. Meow.
Baseline. Hammered on the play, going down hard again. This guy is getting beat up here in the second half. Sevis. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was 11 Primus. That's Sevis and Primus.
That was like an earthquake.
Yeah, man, these guys, Joe, you talked about the physical nature of this ball game. And sometimes we take it for granted. We got a good seed here.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about physical. These teams have been battling
Like I said, man,
in the opening tip.
NJAC play is no joke. It's physical, it's mean, not always green, and it's tough. Good block again. Elijah Brown making his presence known in the paint tonight. Is that 3 blocks on the night, John? 4 maybe?
He off the turnover, no less.
My goodness, he is putting his frame to good use. That Joe Locker defense, he is definitely their guy in the paint that they want blocking shots, and he's done just that.
Another whistle on the floor against.
It's number 7 out there.
That fouls on number 11.
Or excuse me, number 11.
Lugo, that says 4.
That's 4 fouls
Oh boy,
for number 11, Rodriguez.
returning is Manny Rodriguez. He's going to give Osage a breather.
On the line is Miles Primus, Lenape High School graduate, majoring in justice studies.
It's
Fun
the
fact,
first.
John. He's a mixologist.
Really?
That's a crazy thing to be. I mean, it's honestly very cool. I admire it.
Well, listen, holiday time, maybe you get a couple of side jobs, little Christmas parties.
Oh, yeah.
That one is
I'm
good.
surprised one of my nicknames isn't Joey's Side Jobs, if you want to take a look at my resume. Whew!
So Justin Potts, Joe, as we mentioned, in his 7th season, his 6th all-time in program history with 93 wins, 688 winning percentage.
That is phenomenal.
Shot no good. Offensive rebound, put back no good. Ball's loose. Rutgers relentless here on this possession. The step back 3 off the mark.
Down 22 with just under 11 left to play. You got to be no less than relentless in trying to get this game back under control or get back into it.
Joe, just 2 years ago, Potts got an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. 22 victories.
Yep.
2024, 2025 last year.
He's got this program under great control, ranking in the top 20 in all of Division III.
The reigning NJAC champions as well, Joe.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool to see both your teams, men and women, winning the tournament in the same season.
That speaks volumes about not only who they hire at Montclair State, but what the expectation and the talent they bring in and the reputation they have at Division III sports across many, many sports. They've always been a tough opponent in NJAC baseball. Always a tough place to play at, and they know what they're looking for, and they have a specific brand of athletes that they look for, and they usually are pretty darn good.
Another foul on the floor. Speaking of athletes, Potts was behind the All-American Stephen Bremen during the 2023 campaign. First All-American, coached by Potts. He's the NJAC Player of the Year.
Another accolade that is highly sought after and not easy to come by.
A shot off the mark. Morales is going to take it himself. Morales gives to the wing, and a wide open lane to the basket. Christian Sivas is like, where is everybody? You could have driven a truck through that lane.
Yep.
Answering. Oh! Oh my God. I think he's hurt. Jeez.
I think he hit his head on the way
He
down.
hit his head hard.
That was not good. He hit his head on the way down. Beautiful dunk. Number 12, Osagie.
And Osagie, the slam was clean. And then he kind of got caught up in the rim. But I have to tell you, Osagie.
John, he's out, John. He's out.
Rachel Llanos checking on.
Oh, yeah, he's out cold.
Is he having some trouble there, Joe?
Yeah, he's not moving, John.
Oh, boy, this is tough to watch, folks. After just a spectacular dunk, you talk about two very different emotions occurring in the very same sequence. Should have been a celebratory play. Now has this Golden Dome crowd in complete silence. I've never seen something quite like this in my time here at Rutgers. And Joe, the one thing being around sports as long as I have been is both of his arms tightened up after his head hit. His body went rigid, and that's a sign of a concussion.
Yep, absolutely. I haven't seen any bit of movement. It was very brief before, and he doesn't appear to be moving right now. So you'd like to hope that he's just unconscious from where he hit his head, but
well, let's hope for the best here.
Absolutely.
As Joe Lockren now goes over, check on his player.
So you have the RUPD checking him out, making sure that nothing seems out of the ordinary, with the Rutgers Scarlet Raiders athletic trainer on site immediately.
And Rachel Llanos, I did see Brian Fanning here earlier in the night, the head athletic trainer for Rutgers Newark.
As Joe Lockren heads back to the bench.
It's 9:43, but this game really seems secondary at this point, Joe, as the Rutgers Newark players huddle in with their arms around each other by the bench area. Silent prayer.
See some movement in his legs, so that's good. That's great news.
For Osage. Oh boy, he is still down. My gosh, this is really, really tough to watch.
He's moving his legs, which is good to hear, or excuse me, good to see. Seems to be taking it very lightly.
Osage out of Science Park High School, junior from Newark, New Jersey.
Had 79 minutes only on this year.
I want to say a quick shout out to Emmanuel and Mary, his parents, that everything is being done that could possibly be done to look after your son if you happen to be watching. This is the longest delay I've ever been a part of regarding a player injury. It's now assistant coach Kurt Villani and head coach Joe Lockren, along with Leonard Hughley, and a Newark police officer now on the floor as they're radioing in for help.
The good news is he seems to be moving his legs little by little. He's tried to sit up, but was ushered back down by the athletic trainer, so that's good news.
Joe, we talked about the physical play, and this was just strictly Osage going up for a slam dunk, which he did in an emphatic style.
Puts the slam down, flushes it.
I think he went to grab the rim, maybe to protect himself. I don't want to speculate, but in doing so, his body kind of went horizontal to the floor.
It pulled his arm off of the rim where I think he lost grip and just his.
Yeah, he did lose grip, Joe. I think that's a good way to put it. And he went down hard. I think it was his upper body and then his head snapped back. And I don't want to be careful here about getting too graphic with the description, but I just really hope that he is okay. Joe, as you
Absolutely.
mentioned, his knees are now up to his chest as he slowly starts to come around. And again, silence has befallen the Golden Dome. And game really, as I mentioned, is secondary at this point, Joe, to the health of number 12 for Rutgers Newark, who
Yeah, we've seen it this whole game, just physicality and bodies hitting the floor, and not just regularly, hard, earthquake-style falls. You can feel it. So
this guy, Osage, has been so good tonight. In particular, he's played a lot of minutes. And, you know, I think it also speaks to down by 22, Osage just not giving up. You know, do everything to fight to the end.
the relentless nature that he has, not only for Newark, but for this game.
5 points for Osage.
His arms are moving now.
And that's just, you know, obviously, Joe, not a doctor, but clearly he's going to have to take a trip to the hospital tonight. Anytime there's an injury to the head, you've got to show extreme caution.
Yeah, and there's a strict protocol that the New Jersey Athletic Conference has in stock for athletes when it comes to head injuries or severe injuries like this that could really jeopardize the just health.
Yeah, you want to get everything checked out, and you know, concussions. We see it a lot in sports, both the college and professional level. And I've never seen a player get knocked out completely, and we did see that here tonight, unfortunately.
Well, the good thing is that, you know, hailing from Newark, New Jersey, none other, it shouldn't be a far commute for, say, his parents or to go home.
Yeah.
Which is good news also.
You mentioned Osa's parents earlier. Just another shout out to Emmanuel and Mary. And just to know that we're doing the very best we can with your son.
He's showing signs of life, which is also
He
good
was
news.
moving his arms, and I know the camera is not on the player. So we're going to do our best to keep
His
you updated
left leg
here.
has now been up in the upright position, but the athletic trainer for Rutgers Newark Athletics going through her strict precautions to ensure the full health and understanding of Osa's situation currently.
Also stabilizing the head of Osa
Yep.
as well.
If I were to guess, I would imagine that they're waiting for the EMS.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next phase of this is to get Osa safely out of the Golden Dome and get some another level of medical care that just frankly can't be provided here at the Golden Dome. Although we have the best of the best, Brian Fanning and Rachel Janos, as far as athletic trainers are concerned. As far as X-rays or MRIs or things of that nature. And again, I don't want to project too much. But Joe, we're going on at least a 10-minute situation here. Obviously, time doesn't matter, but time does matter when it comes to getting looked at. So the hope is we can get Osa to the hospital as quick as possible. You know, Joe, we do have Newark police officers scheduled here at every game.
Yep.
We do not have an ambulance that stays outside of the street or anything like that, as you sometimes see at the Division I level in football, primarily. But Joe, as you mentioned, a good sign to see Osam moving his extremities, his limbs, and arms and legs. And
that's the good thing about Rutgers is that RUPD is always on the spot, and they are very active in not only the community but in every campus. They're an excellent force that is so helpful in any matter, in a student matter, an athletic matter, safety matter. They are extremely, extremely helpful in any needs.
Yeah. Another thing I want to point out, Joe, is that Joe Loughran, the head coach for Rutgers Newark, has not left the side of his player for a second.
Absolutely.
He's been there the entire time. Just think that
That says a lot about
it just,
relationships that he creates with his
he's
players.
not talking to his guys about what they have to do with 9:43 to go, and Joe gets it. And Osa's moving a little bit more fluidly at this point, still on the ground.
Voluntarily crossing his arms, probably understanding that his night in the athletic complex is
Yeah, and Joe,
finished right
just speaking of which, Osa will ultimately get stretchered off, is what my best guess will be. But, with head injuries, as we mentioned, got to check for a lot of different things.
It's not easy, and you have to take the utmost precautions to ensure that your health is fully looked after, and you just have to check everything.
The neck brace now being applied by Rachel Janosch to Osage, the 6'1" junior out of County College of Morris, Newark, New Jersey native. Keeping our prayers up at this point for Osa, who's moving a lot more than he was just a few minutes ago, which is a good sign.
As the other athletic trainer is making sure his neck is steady as they apply the neck brace, because that is, again, what is the primary concern right now.
And when your head hurts like that, speaking from experience, I've had a couple of these concussions, and the last thing you want is something tighter around your neck, or at least that was the case with me. But Rutgers and Rachel Janosch from the athletic training department, just showing, taking all the necessary steps, following protocol, and erring on the side of caution, and making sure everything is done properly here.
He seems to be moving completely voluntary now. I think he's understanding that he cannot move his head. Precautionary reasons.
Saki emerging as a key player for Rutgers Newark this season, did not get to start here tonight. Has played significant minutes.
Coming in tonight, played 79 minutes, shooting 35% from the field, 78% from the stripe.
Joe played over 18 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
Alone. There's still 9:43 remaining in this ball game. I wonder, Joe, after the lengthy delay, I don't want to speculate, but I wouldn't shock me if they call this game.
You think so?
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is unprecedented. This is something we normally see, and
no. The game, like you said, the game is secondary.
It's totally secondary.
It's secondary.
I would completely be on board with that decision. And again, say to Osa's family, he seems to be much better. If any family, friends, or loved ones are watching from home or wherever you may be, on a tablet or device, on Raider Vision, on YouTube, the shot is not on Osa, I should say, at the minute. But he is looking much, much, much better. Moving freely, still on the ground. And I don't need to give you this kind of dramatic play-by-play, but if it was my son out there and I was watching, I'd want to know. So he's being taken care of by the very best, and now the EMTs have arrived. As the stretcher comes onto the floor, we have two uniformed Newark police officers, a paramedic and an EMT, now have arrived at the Golden Dome and are out on the floor tending to junior guard number 12, Osage.
Wish nothing but the best for him and his speedy recovery, and praying that nothing serious is wrong with Osa.
You know, and you know, you gotta also worry about things like, you know, just anytime with the head. I don't want to get crazy here with speculation, but in addition to concussions, there could be other things that you've got to check for. But I'm guessing Osa will get thoroughly checked out, because I mean, Joe, we could feel and hear that thud all the way from, we're on the opposite side of where
That wasn't exactly
is.
landing on a pillow, John.
No, and they call it the hardwood for a reason. Playing surface here at the Golden Dome, a brand new floor, Joe, just a few years old. And, again, if you're just joining us, Junior Osagi's been down for the last 15 minutes after a thunderous slam dunk. Kind of caught up in the basket, kind of lost grip, sort of propelled his body forward. He came down all 6 feet, one of them, with his upper body hitting the floor first. His legs had come out from under him, and then the head followed. Looks very much like a concussion situation is being tended to by multiple Rutgers staffers, the coaches, as well as the visiting coach now, Justin Potts, who is showing his support for the Rutgers player. EMS is on scene, along with the Newark Police. So Osa will be transported to the nearest hospital. Rutgers trail 68-46 with 9:43 to go in the game. I just feel for this guys. This guy,
This is not
his
an easy
parents.
scene.
They do. Just sort of a reminder, Joe, especially this time of year, holiday time. We're all so busy running around, sort of lose sight on what's important, you know. It's a
Couldn't agree more.
life in the balance, and it can change on a dime. Sa looks to be okay as his hands now come up towards his face, and I'm sure he's in a lot of pain, Joe, as well as just being confused, and after losing consciousness, as it appeared Osa did. It's going to take a while to get recalibrated, as it were, but he's gesturing now and talking, which is great to see. And Kurt Villani, the longtime assistant coach for Rutgers Newark, now squats down and has a conversation with Osa, which is a good sign. And as the straight board now comes out.
Seems to be talking to the athletic trainer, holding his head in place and still to ensure no other excess movement is made. So that's good news also. Seems to be preparing a blanket for his body to keep him warm in this Newark frigidness. So now they're all getting together, both athletic trainers. The EMTs are prepping to lift him up on the stretcher carefully.
Straight board first. Osage averaging just over 5 points a game this season. Strong contributor here tonight. Season long. Sage now on the straight board. And, you know, Joe, the other thing you got to worry about, too, is, you know, as you mentioned, he's moving, but you're going to have to check out the spinal cord and the back
Oh, yeah.
and everything.
It's going to be quite a busy process. And again, on behalf of all of Rutgers Newark, myself and John Heffernan,
Ladies and gentlemen, Osa Osage.
So Sage gets a huge round of applause as he's hoisted onto the stretcher. He's buckled in, and
absolutely praying for all the best for him and his family.
yeah, well, he's in great hands right now.
Yes, surrounded by Rutgers police. And
He'll get the best of
EMTs.
treatment.
And the good thing is it's not too far.
Not far. He's going to be there quickly. They'll do, a battery of tests tonight. And wouldn't surprise me if they keep him overnight for precautionary reasons, based on what we've seen here. Very emotional for me personally.
Absolutely.
It's hard to watch. I wish this guy the very best.
Absolutely. So, as do I. And on behalf of Rutgers University Newark Athletics, praying for nothing but the best. But now it's a game you want to go win for him.
And John Heffernan and Joe Scamardella, we're going to get back to action, folks. And if you're a Rutgers Newark team, how in God's name can you play these last 9:43?
It's
The game is secondary. I just want to say on a personal note, my thoughts and prayers are with Osage and his family. And just if anyone's watching that's close to him, he's in great hands. And he's going to be looked after tonight. And we're back underway here after, Joe, what would you say, 20 minutes, 15?
That was at least 15 minutes, but now it's something that you're going to have to, if you're Rutgers Newark, you're going to have to go out and win for him. You want to give it your all, and you want to go and visit him and tell him that you won this game for him, because that'll not only mean the most to him, but it'll help him in his spirits.
Foul called on Raheem Murray. And again, an unprecedented set of events here after the Osage slam dunk. He's now en route to the hospital in Newark due to a concussion, and wish him all the best.
As Ahmad Robertson steps to the line. 6'1" junior from Jersey City out of Snyder High School, sports communication major, who very well might be joining us at the booth one time, John.
That's right. You know, Joe, I wonder if there had been any discussion on calling that game off, the final 9 and change.
It's definitely a possibility, especially in the New Jersey Athletic Conference. They are very, very careful with their student athletes and their care. So it wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen it myself, but I have.
Yeah, and I guess since he was sort of alert and carrying on a conversation, just joining us, Osage carted off after a horrific sequence after a slam dunk.
Miraculous slam dunk that lost grip on and ended up hitting the floor on his head, and was promptly taken to the nearest hospital in Newark, stretchered off, but now are back playing in the Golden Dome Athletic Complex.
Sevis for Montclair gives to Goss. Back door, Beck with the turnaround. The one-hander, no good. Here comes Murray for Rutgers. Murray with the right hand. Over to Brown for 3, that's off the mark. A rebound by Robertson. Count the basket. As Sevis got hammered.
Elijah Brown.
Wait. What are they saying here?
Looked like Elijah Brown.
Count the basket, yeah. Sorry.
Looks like he threw him down, choke slam Undertaker style, into the back side of the wall.
Yeah. 8:46 remain.
There's no, there is no less amount of physicality in this game. It's been a very physical game to begin with. It doesn't seem to be slowing down. Ball's controlled up court by Murray, who dishes it off. Takes it back. Above the arc, driving the paint. Step back, underhand pass to Brown, back to Murray. Murray surveying his options, drives the paint. Pull-up jumper. It's good!
Great job by Murray. Losing the handle there uncharacteristically was Morales. Well, we'll stay the same way. Looks like Rutgers got a piece of that one. Last touch by the Scarlet Raiders. Joe, are you getting a little? We're getting a little preview of your play-by-play debut on Wednesday.
I hope so.
I like what I hear. I'm
all the
liking what I
practice
hear.
is needed, man. Practice till you're perfect.
Morales with the miss.
Good bounce pass.
Up ahead for Brown. Murray now. Murray between the legs, backs it up. Rodriguez to the corner. Brown has that one poked away. And it'll stay the same way. 72-50. Montclair with the lead. Returning to the ball game is Steven Rodriguez.
Still a 22-point lead for Montclair. Just under 8 minutes left to play in this second half.
Steven Rodriguez, Joe, has not scored a basket in this ball game. And mind you, Steven got to start tonight as well.
It's not something you expect from your point guard.
Long-range three by Goss, no good. Rebound, Brown. Nice dish on the wing. Slashing to the basket is Elijah Brown.
Elijah Brown has been playing extremely well on both ends of the floor tonight.
Elijah Brown now with 6 points. Goss with the three. No good. Tangled up underneath Rodriguez. And Morales, boy, those two are going at it. But just getting back to that other point, Joe, after a 15-minute layoff, and emotionally Rutgers goes through to see one of their teammates, friends, guys they battle with in practice every day, down on the ground, 25 feet away. I mean, that's got to take a lot out of anybody.
Yeah, that definitely, and me as a student athlete myself, it's never easy to see, and you feel for him knowing that he'd want to continue to fight through this game, and you hope nothing but the best for him and pray that everything is okay with him.
I'm just wondering, you know, it's got to be tough to get up for Rutgers, down 20 plus, and seeing one of their teammates go down. You can already see it in the body language. They just don't have the same giddy up since that injury
after
to
the
Osage.
momentum was swinging their way at the beginning of the second half.
And you can't blame them, Joe. You really can't. And their minds have to be on their teammate.
Yep.
Tonight, as are all of us.
That's an out-of-bounds play, possession, Scarlet Raiders.
Hey, give it stop, bro! Hey, give it stop, keep going, score it!
Inbounds. Aiden Brown gets behind everybody. Brown misses the layup, and it was an easy one. Goss pulls back. Gives to Nicholson. Now to the far side, it's Tear. Bounce pass underneath. Kick back out. Three-pointer by Morales, no good. Rebound Rodriguez, and another home run pass to Brown. Brown with the pullback three, yes. Aiden Brown, three-point goal.
And that play was all started from Elijah Brown's pressure inside the paint defensively, as Montclair strikes right back, and a timeout is called on the floor. But as I was saying, John, Elijah Brown started that sequence with his strong defense. I don't know if you saw, but with Goss, he was driving the paint baseline. Brown just stood up there, almost mocking him, straight looking down at him, just not letting him go or penetrate anywhere near the basket.
Well,
Followed up by, you have him with an excellent block as well, and block shot when one of the forwards was going up for 2. That defense right there is what allowed that home run pass to go from end to end and end up in the basket. Although Montclair fired right back, that is what Rutgers is all about.
And the guy that led the country in three-pointers last season hits his first three-pointer tonight. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc for Morales this evening. And he's up to 13 points now.
So another double-digit performance by the New Jersey Athletic Conference leading scorer. But again, 13 points for a guy of Morales' caliber. That's an off night, and that says something about...
Well, he's made up for it in rebounds, though, that's for sure. He's got 11, good for the double-double. So Morales is rebounded, no pun intended, here in the second half. As he's got the double-double. Goss kicks it out. Good steal there by Rodriguez.
It's going to be a foul on number 2 of Montclair, Mason Terre, guilty of the reach inside the bread basket.
Rodriguez will go to the line for Rutgers with 5:37 remaining.
So 5'10" junior out of Patterson, New Jersey, Steven Rodriguez. Coming into tonight's matchup, played 118 minutes, 67% from the line before tonight, averaging just under 2 assists per game, with 7 points a game.
Looking ahead, Joe, Rutgers, things don't get much easier for the Scarlet Raiders.
No, especially in the end, Jack. It's getting later now, John. These games are going to become ever so more important as the days pass, and every game just is a must-win.
Well, Rodriguez misses the second. Up next for the Scarlet Raiders, it'll be William Patterson. It's a very, very good team this year. All right, Joe, you're going to see one of the best in the business this season.
Castle hits another three-pointer, uncontested again.
William Patterson, 8 o'clock tip-off Wednesday, December 10th. Joe, are you up for doing a little play-by-play on Wednesday? Or?
I am stoked, John.
Okay, all right.
I'll try to live up into your shoes. It's big shoes to fill, John.
It's all about learning, Joe. All about learning.
That is
you are rapidly rising the charts as far as I'm concerned.
I appreciate it. So there's a timeout on
you get the primo game on Wednesday. Now William Patterson. So some of the best in the business right now. This William Patterson team handled. Let's see, Patterson. What have they done this year? EP. Patterson. Oh, they're 4-4, Joe. Thinking, but they were better. Oh no, they're 0-3 in the comp. Thinking of the women's team. Sorry, 0-3 in the conference, Joe. So anyway, it'll be a competitive game, though.
Listen, any NJAC game is competitive.
Ooh, yes.
Anyone is competitive.
True. Yeah, but
like I said, anybody can beat anybody, and when it's an NJAC game, tensions rise just a little bit more.
William Patterson with wins over Brooklyn College, Cairn, New York this year, all non-conference. St. Joe's University, Long Island is still looking for that elusive first conference win of the season. 5:17 to go, Joe, and I'm sorry, but my thoughts are on number 12 for Rutgers.
Absolutely, as are mine. And again, like we said, the game
To be
is second.
professionals and trying to call the game, but it's tough. I got to be honest. That was tough to watch.
It is. It's never easy to watch, and you always pray for the best.
Murray, beautiful shot there. What a game Raheem Murray's put together tonight, Joe. Rodriguez with the rebound. 16 points now for Raheem Murray. Aiden Brown also with 16. 18 points for Murray. And stats were just updated. Make it 20. Under 5 to go now. 20 points for Raheem Murray.
Montclair still on the heavy attack. Looking to spread the ball, spread the wealth evenly. Knock off time on this clock. They've got plenty of insurance.
Oh, man. It was the open lane.
What a game Ryan Castles has been putting together tonight. Coming in averaging almost 6 points per game. Shooting exactly 50 from the field. Safe to say this guy doesn't miss often.
Castles now, Joe, with 18 points. That leads all scorers tonight for Montclair.
Between him and her name was Phillip from the women's.
Yeah.
Talk about coming out parties.
Yeah, Castles has been terrific. 14 points for Morales, 16 for Stevens. It's Rodriguez shoots the first of 2. Newark. First, number 11, Steven Rodriguez, believe it or not, just his 4th point of the game. Make it 5. Returning for Rutgers is number 21, Greg Jones. 4:12 to go. Tipped down of bounds by Greg Jones. So barring a miraculous turnaround, Joe, 17-point lead. Montclair looking to remain undefeated this season in both conference play and overall. The fadeaway is off the mark from Nicholson. Nicholson's going to get another look. That one also misses. We got a foul on the floor. So Sivas picks up his first.
It's his first foul of the game.
Montclair over the limit. 2 shots here for Murray.
We're in basic. We're in basic.
And that's one of the things, John, with that missed free throw. That's one aspect of the game for Newark that they really have to improve on. The amount of free throws that they miss that should be given no matter what, that adds up to a lot of points. You add up the free throws they missed, they're probably in this game at least 80 to 81 to at least 70.
Good point. Goss gives to Sivas. Back door to Morales. Gets his own rebound. Put back is good. Morales is slowly showing us what he's made of. Despite that slow start, Morales is doing what Morales does. Double-double tonight. And another basket. Another whistle on the floor with 3:09 to go.
Seems he has a double-double, but we're expecting so much first quarter action, or excuse me, first half action from Morales. A guy with his stature, it's almost like you expect him to go crazy, 30-plus points every game. Says something about the talent of that.
Exactly.
That student athlete.
Murray's free throw is good.
Christian Nicholson returns to the game.
Basic. Yep.
Murray with his second free throw attempt, also good.
Raheem Murray.
Up next for Montclair, as we mentioned, Ramapo on Wednesday of next week.
Still searching for their first NJAC conference victory.
Oh, beautiful backdoor pass. Elijah Brown commits the foul.
That foul's on number 10, Elijah Brown. That's his fourth.
Elijah Brown in foul trouble with 4 fouls on the night.
Now Rutgers women, Joe, with a tough loss to Montclair, so Scarlet Raiders look like they're going to limp into the rest of this Saturday night at 0 for 2 here at the Golden Dome.
Fortunately, it's never easy, but again, you have another opponent the next week, so that's going to be your next focus, and you go from there. You learn from it, and you move on. Similarly, Rutgers University, New Brunswick also had a tough, more or less blowout loss to Michigan, 102-60. If I'm not mistaken. Could be 64, but not exactly ideal for the Scarlet Knights. Greg Jones, the top of the key, driving baseline, throws it up, off the boards, and it goes.
Great job by Jones, Joe, showing some muscle getting to the basket. Went off the glass.
Told you, man, he's like a T-Rex. He plays ferocious, and he uses his body.
Making the most of his minutes here.
Makes sense why he loves Jurassic World so much.
Greg Jones for Rutgers Newark.
As he will control.
His first basket of the night, Joe.
There you go. So he's assumed the role of point guard right now. Just about 2 minutes left in this second half.
Baseline, strong move. All rebound, putback is good from Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown now with 8 points.
I'll tell you what, John, I'm looking at this score, 85-71 right now.
Gosh, what a pass. And just a clear miss from Primus. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm just looking at this score, and you want to count how many free throws they've missed so far?
Tell me.
It's got to be at least 8. It should be on the stat sheet somewhere, but I'm just thinking of how many, if they sunk their free throws, even half of the ones they missed.
Rutgers shot 16 of 23 from the charity stripe for 69.6%.
It's a totally different ball game if you make those misses.
Montclair 23 of 29. Well, this kind of speaks to some of the fouls, though, called tonight. So 22 personal fouls for Rutgers as Morales scores with just about a minute to go. And Morales has slowly put together a terrific game, double-double, as he's now got 20 points, Joe.
Indeed.
18 points for Morales, excuse me.
Sneakily good, man. Morales can do it.
Morales tied for the team lead,
but that,
along with Castles with 18.
A guy like him can sneak up on you and do that. And he puts together double-doubles like it's nothing. It's no big deal.
And Morales now misses. Up ahead for Aiden Brown. Three-pointer is
Why not let it fly, John? Let it fly. Irish Spring Green. Aiden Brown from beyond, man.
18 points now for Aiden Brown. So Aiden Brown and Murray, the team leaders, as we will run down the clock. And that's going to do it, folks. And the final, once again, here from the Golden Dome Athletic Center, John Heffernan alongside Joe Scamardella, 87-74. Rutgers Newark falls to Montclair State. So the Scarlet Raiders, Joe, with this loss, they now fall to 2-6 on the season, still looking for their first conference win. With this win, Montclair State remains undefeated at 7-0. Up next, Wednesday of next week, our live coverage of Rutgers Newark men's and women's basketball continues when William Patterson visits the Golden Dome. And Joe, just on a personal note, on behalf of Rutgers Newark, once again, I want to wish the very best to Osage and his mom and dad, Manny and Mary. Your son's in good hands. Went down with a tough injury, and we will certainly update you with more on that next week. Joe, just to go over some of those final stats, I mean, Montclair State is as advertised. They are deep. They are athletic, a good combination of veterans and some young guys that contributed from Castles to Morales. The list goes on. Your final thoughts on this matchup here tonight?
Yeah, Montclair State came in. They were ready. They were prepared, and I expected everything of it. I mean, they were fast. They were sharp. And their defense was as advertised. They're perfect for a reason. They're ranked in the top 20 for a reason. And they showed that tonight. I think they really exposed Rutgers Newark's inability to defend the press defense. And it really showed that although Joe Loughran's defense is very strong, their offensive scheme is more relaxed and not as upbeat and quick as Montclair State is, which
Excuse me.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
But the head coach, Justin Potts, he said that speed is their game. And I don't think that Newark was the match for it, and it showed really well. And I think another thing for Newark that they need to improve on is their ability to just make free throws. They missed too many free throws from the charity stripe that really would have put them in a different mentality, a different point in this game where they might have had a chance to go on a short run and put this into overtime or pull out with the win. So for me, I think that, Montclair State, things are clicking right now. They are riding the hot wave. They're going into next week, looking to stay perfect. But for Newark, it's back to the drawing board. Continue to work on the free throws, having a scheme, dealing with press defenses, and again, just taking better shots from different points of the court. Don't stop forcing passes through the paint. Continue with the good ball movement. There were times where the ball movement was really solid, but the shot selection wasn't the greatest at most times, and I think that's part of the reason why their offense kind of struggled early on and took a while for them to get going against Montclair State. And if you fix that, you get going earlier, and again, this is a brand-new ball game.
Leading scorers for Rutgers Newark, Raheem Murray, 23 points, 19 points for Aiden Brown, in addition to the other leading scorer for Rutgers with 8 points was Elijah Brown. So look, Joe, we can dissect it any way we want. The bottom line is Montclair just bigger, stronger, faster, and deeper. And a couple of studs tonight showing what they do for Montclair State. Morales, who rebounded there in that second half. And more importantly for Justin Pitts, you're coming off a rebound game, coming off a tough loss in their last outing, and I'm sorry, I'm talking about the women's team coming off a tough loss. Rutgers women, of course, losing tonight, but it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Montclair State remains undefeated, and Joe, once again, our best to Osage, who went down with a tough injury here tonight. We'll see you Wednesday, big boy.
See you Wednesday, John. Take it easy.
Great.
And, of course, all of our best on behalf of Rutgers University Newark Athletics, our best to Manny and his mother, and Osage, just hoping that everything goes well and that he's in the best hands possible. And we wish him the best of luck in his recovery and hope to see him back on the court very soon. But other than that, we will see you folks see you Wednesday when the Scarlet Raiders take on the William Patterson Pioneers at 8 p.m. tip-off in New Jersey Athletic Conference basketball action. John Heffernan will be in my chair of color.
That's right, we're going to switch.
Switch up. I know, it's kind of nuts, but
and the women playing at 6,
yes,
so we got the double
at
header.
6.
Joe, great job as always. Thanks again for all of your help.
Anytime.
Joey Scams, Johnny Heff. Let's go Scarlet Raiders. We'll be back next week. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody.
Take it easy, folks. And always, go Raiders.